Oh yeah!
Hey everybody, Definition 83 here, and I'm going to be reviewing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. So spoiler alert. Start with cast and crew changes. First off, director change. Dave Green is replacing Jonathan Liebesman, which I do find the cast seem to connect more with him. They seem to be having a lot of fun with him this time, and you can notice it in their performances. Tohiro Masumi has been replaced by Brian T, who's playing Shredder. Karai, originally played by Minae Noje, is now played by Brittany Ishibashi. Pete Blozek, who originally did the motion capture for Leonardo, is now also doing the voice, replacing Johnny Knoxville, who I find is pretty good to replace. In the first movie, every time I heard Johnny Knoxville talk, I was waiting for him to go, "Hi, my name is Leonardo, and this is Jackass." Alright, let's talk about some characters. Finally, we get Bebop, Rocksteady, and Krang in a live-action movie. Something I've wanted to see since the 80s and 90s. Bebop and Rocksteady basically stole the show for me, where I found Seamus and Gary Anthony Williams did a very well job basically being the Bebop and Rocksteady from the 87 cartoon. So we finally get to see General Krang and the robot. And I did love the whole throwback of how Krang still had that dark sense of humor, but yet still very diabolical. You gotta love the throwback with Krang when he's trying to get in the robot and he has to literally punch him to get him in there. Krang was voiced by Brad Garrett, you may also know as the brother from Everybody Loves Raymond. Don't quite understand the whole point of Karai. Like, I know you replaced the actor, but it just seemed like she was very forgotten in the background, and how she was taken out, it would never happen that way. No stupid Swiss Army mech transformer Shredder outfit this time. Shredder's outfit was greatly improved compared to the last movie, where it was more Shredder-like, though it was missing the cape and the bladed shoulder blades. Also, there wasn't enough of them in that outfit for my liking. Like, I know it's Shredder, he's supposed to be in that outfit. All I've got to say about Baxter Stockman is he should have been played by Andre, the black nerd from YouTube. Though, slightly improved, more smoothness, and more slim, the turtles still look horrible. They're still wearing pants. Though, you do see more of the turtles in this movie compared to the last movie. I would more say due to probably a budget increase. Casey Jones was enjoyable, but I do enjoy Elias Koteas' version from the 90s more. Though he played him well, Stephen Amell seemed to lack certain aspects that Casey Jones should have, like the hair. A little bit more attitude, and I know it's an origin story of Jones, but he did use more than a hockey stick. Where's the cricket bat? Less April and less Vern is a very good thing in this movie. Like, I didn't need to have to call this one Teenage Mutant Ninja April O'Neil. Even though there seemed to be a lot going on in the movie, Shredder returning, the introduction of Casey Jones, Rocksteady, Bebop, Baxter Stockman, Krang, and a bit with the detectives, small conflict between the turtles, April and Vern, seemed to be pretty easy to follow. One thing that really kind of bugged me about the movie though is the whole river scene where at first the turtles seem to be struggling in the water. They're turtles. And as usual, I always enjoy that little bit of friction between Leo and Raph. Could have focused a little more than that little bit of time on it, but it'll do. The turtle van was badass. I have no issues with it being a garbage truck. Think about it. In the whole scene with it, if they were using just a regular van, it would have got taken out in no time. I love the little functionalities that even the toys used to have back in the day, like how it used to shoot manholes out and everything. I thought that was great. The Technodrome looked amazing. It looked so much like the cartoon, stuck true to how it looked. I was hoping it was going to crash on the ground though, or at least have some contact with the ground, like, say they defeat Krang and, they go underground like the series, or underwater, or something like that to lead to the third movie. Also, I would have liked to seen a little more damage caused by the Technodrome before they sent it back to Dimension X. Now, just some little thoughts on the movie. I really enjoyed this movie, surprisingly. It was 100 times better than the reboot. It was like the writers and the director actually went back this time and watched the cartoons and the old movies and maybe read the comics. Whereas the 90s movie, more focused around the comics being darker and more true to a story, Out of the Shadows more focuses towards the 87 series. I was watching it and the whole time I was thinking, wow, this is almost like the 87 cartoon in live action. That's something I always wanted to see in those 90s movies, Krang, Bebop, Rocksteady. Even though it is a kids movie, it does seem to also be focused for us fanboys as well. It almost makes it so kids can go back and watch the 87 series and kind of know what's going on. Though it was a really good movie, it did lack the heart of the original 90s. Like Raph going into a coma, Splinter getting taken, you felt that then. There was really nothing in Out of the Shadows that made you really feel anything. I think one of the reasons it was able to be a lot better of a movie than the original reboot was it wasn't riddled with rewrites and reshoots like the reboot. Like changing the turtles from mutants to aliens, back to mutants. Or changing Eric Sachs from being Shredder to just a regular business guy. Besides one little reference where April brings up that she's the one that named him, there is no reference to that horrible, horrible backstory that was in the reboot. With all the fight scenes and everything, one thing I did pick up, there was sure a lot of clotheslines. 3 things that got me really excited about the movie. 1. The old school turtle on April's watch hacking thingy that came up when she completed it, I kind of marked out for that one. 2. Definitely at the introduction of Krang. I almost jumped out of my seat. 3. Finally, the old school Ninja Turtles theme that came at the closing credits. Where even if you notice, it's the old 87 cartoon theme with a little bit of ninja rap mixed in it with the Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go. Did lack, and it could have used some of the original 90s movie theme with a little T-R-L-T-L-E power. T-U-R-T-L-E power. And yeah, those closing credits definitely made me feel like a kid again. Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go. Remember how I said this was so close to the 87 series in a live action movie? What really would have made it like that would have been is if you had Jim Henson's Ninja Turtles with the 90s Shredder mixed in with Krang, Bebop, Rocksteady, the Technodrome. Now that would have been the closest you'd ever get to an 87 series live action movie. So all in all, like I said, I really enjoyed the movie. I would recommend it. And whoever thought I would be giving one of these modern Ninja Turtle movies an 8 out of 10. Well, that's my little quick review on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. I hope you enjoyed. Remember, drop a like. And until then, I'll see you in the next video.